All right, guys, what's up? Here we go again. Oh my goodness, this has been absolutely bonkers. I have been struggling to get this to cooperate. It has not wanted to cooperate, and so I apologize, guys, because yeah, this has been a mission and a half. So yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how freaking smoothly the stream is going to go, but we're going to go ahead and keep this one running, and hopefully, hopefully the audio is good. Number one, number two, hopefully there's no interruptions. Now I was, I started out testing earlier. You guys seen me doing the little anime type of avatar. What's up, Hot Space? I see you. I see you. So what I had to do, because earlier I couldn't get the chat to work, right? Like I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I only had the one phone. So the workaround has been to use two devices, and that way I can just see the chat on one, and then I can actually do the gaming and stuff on the other one. And that's kind of the workaround at the moment. But I'm looking over to the right there, and I can see my avatar, and it's working now. Look, guys, it's talking. You can see the mouth moving while I'm talking and everything. So that's pretty dope. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. My eyes are blinking and stuff. Like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing now. So I fixed that. I got the live stream working. And we've got some gameplay here live. And this is just testing this out, this format, doing it this way. I will be able to also uh, film it horizontally. So the game is actually horizontal. And that will give a whole different experience and everything. But for now, let's see how we go with this right here. Because I was trying to go live for ages, and yeah, it's just been a challenge. Hey, so Hot Space, good to see you. Hope things have been good and everything. It's been a minute. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, man, this is pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool using technology, the latest in technology to do a live stream like this. Like it's probably been around for a while, but I've never done a live stream with an avatar or while playing I did attempt to play some games, as you guys have known, live, and I've had some various degrees of success. We'll say it like that. So, but hey guys, look, this game right here is Age of Origins. For you guys that don't know, it is a dope game. Like I actually really enjoyed this game. And I missed Iron Blood earlier. There's an Iron Blood event on which I wanted to film, but there's two more rounds, so later on I may go live again and see if I can get that live streamed. I think that'll be fun. It's a fun event. Otherwise, guys, this is Nation 1090 that I'm in right now. Age of Origins, for you guys who are new, who don't know, it's one of those type of games, man, where you strategize, you build up your own little city, and your goal is to make your city, just to make it like nice and pretty, but really strong. So you start building the city up, and your goal is to, you start from nothing. Like if you look over here, like see that little city here, like you start at level 1, and that's a level 6, but level 1 is really small, and then you just keep going up. The highest level currently is level 41, but the rumors say there will be a 44, but we ain't seen it yet. But yeah, guys, this is pretty interesting because I've been wanting to do actual live stream while chatting to you guys, while playing the game. And I think we finally got the magic formula here. Like, it seems like it's working. Let me know if you guys see any kind of like weird things going on. Like, it looks like the chat stream's working. It looks like my avatar is working. It looks like the game is working. So I will call this a W. Hot Space says it's been okay, been studying forensics. Whoa. And first aid. Wow, you go, girl. Jeez. Also, sorry, sorry guys, I've got this sudden random cough, like, and tickle in my throat kind of thing happening. So, yeah, it's just been quite interesting. You know what I mean? Like, just having that kind of going on while I'm doing a live stream. That's not really ideal, but we're going to go ahead and just go for it and keep on doing what we're doing. So, anyways, guys, so look, here we are, and we are actually having you know right now the Iron Blood event, which I can show you guys. I just can't enter, I was late, and they're in the final stage of this event right now. So you got to go through the first, qualify. If you qualify, you make it to the second. Qualify, you make it to the third, and you get really good merit in this event, which is really cool. So I highly suggest you guys do Iron Blood. You don't have to spin to make it to the final round, just so you guys know. I know a lot of people, they play Iron Blood. They don't like to play Iron Blood because they're worried about like spending tons of money to make it, or this or that and other, using speeds and all this other stuff. But guys, you can play the game for free. Like you can actually play any event and do whatever you want for free. And Iron Blood, you don't really need to even use that many items or anything like that to make it to the finals, and you can get good merit and gold and all kinds of stuff. So I highly recommend it, man. I really do. But anyways, this is the first time today that I've logged into my city since reset, and one of the things I'll show you guys is my daily routine of what I like to do when I log into my city, because it's really important to get into a routine in games like this. Like, set up a strategy that works for you every day so that you can become consistent, and then that's going to help you really, really just get into a habit of doing certain things and not forgetting to do them. And certain things in this game, especially if you're someone who doesn't want to spend money in this game, and you want to, or you don't want to spend much money and you want to play more kind of like free, then doing the daily quests and different things like that, and checking to see if there's any events going on over here. You can see if there's any events happening every day. And so, these are the things that you can do where you can get free rewards, free items that doesn't cost you any money, and you can apply them to your city to help you grow. Now, I will say this, guys, like, here's one really cool thing. So I'm going to take you to my process. So let's just say I've just logged in, which I have. Okay, the first thing I do personally, this is just a habit because I've learned this in the early, maybe you're in a new nation and you don't have protection. Maybe you're not in the top 3 alliance, or maybe you are actually in a civil war nation and things like that. So one of the things I do when I first log in is I click on this alliance button, and I go up to the alliance battles, and I make sure that there is no battles going on, dude. I make sure nobody's getting attacked. I check to make sure my people are good, you know what I mean? So if I need to go and reinforce somebody, I'm ready to go and do it. So that's like the first thing I do, is I make sure that everything is okay in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying, guys? You check here, see if anything's happening. That's the first thing you do, man. Look after your people. Look after your fellow members in your clan, and just make sure nobody is attempting to do anything freaking, serious. You know what I mean? Like, just freaking check that. That's the first thing I do. Next thing I do, because it's very important since you're already on this screen here, is I go ahead and I make sure that I donate some, chinga to the alliance. Okay, so do that donation, contribute multiple times every day. This is resources, guys, for you guys that are new, that I'm contributing to the alliance. Do that. Freaking make sure you contribute, because this is your alliance technology, and this is what makes your alliance stronger. Okay, these are different things. Like, look, our long range attack, level 25, guys. Mid-range, level 24. We've got things that are already max, like max help time. This is really good. Just be active. And what you get in return when you contribute like that, guys, if you go to the Alliance shop, up here you see your Alliance honor. Like, this is your freaking points, dude. You get these points, you can buy free items from the store. The Alliance shop, you can get free items just because you contributed. And also, when you participate in different events, you can get tons, I mean, tons of just, like alliance points. Let me show you guys. I'll show you what I mean. For example, so we just did Polar Invasion, just the end of the season. And we ranked king. We ranked number 5. Oh, wait, is that just for that day? No, sorry, that's that day. Hold on. This is the final status. So, guys, look. Your alliance final status in Polar Invasion Season 9, King V. Okay? The following is the status's reward, right? Now, look at this, guys. I got 840 merit. I got a bunch of resource crates, which is resources like oil, steel, minerals, wheat. I got the chest here, and look how much alliance honor. This is the points I'm talking about. The cool thing about this is my alliance got 2,760 points from me because I participated. They got that. Plus, I got the same amount of alliance points from myself. And I can then take those points and they all accumulate back here in the alliance shop. So right now I've got 8,014. I tend to go through these points like crazy because, you know, you can get teleports, you can get bubbles, you know, your P shield. Sorry guys, my voice. Ugh. I've been having some type of cough action. I don't know. It might be allergies or something, dude. So I apologize if I start coughing or making weird sounds. Okay, so anyways, yeah, contribute to the alliance. Just do it. Also, alliance help, click it. You're helping to speed up whatever processes anyone is doing. If they're upgrading a city, a building, you know, if they're doing something in here, you know, if they're healing troops or whatever they're doing, you actually help speed that process up every time you click alliance help. Just click it. Here's a shortcut to do it right there. While you're here, that's the embassy. And look, every day, check this every day. You know, you click that and you claim again, you're getting free items. This is what you want to do. Maximize the things that you can get for free. And all this is just because you're participating and being part of the alliance. That's what's really cool. Yeah, Hot Space, you should get this game. It is a lot of fun. And it's totally free to play. Like, there's no, you know, obligation to spend or anything like that. But, of course, there are people who do spend, just like any game these days. You know, look, it's part of gaming in 2025. Well, technically, it's always been part of gaming. You know, people spend in games to buy games. You know, it's just different now. You know, now you've got apps and things on your phone and you're playing in real time and things like that. And so, you know, this game is on Android and iPhone, and you can also download the game on your Windows PC and play it if you have Windows. So if you have Windows, you can play it on your desktop computer as well. But if you don't have Windows, then iPhone, Android, just go to the store, download it, Age of Origins. It is freaking a cool game, man. It's cool. Let me tell you some of the things that make this game cool, because I think a lot of people, you know, when they play games, there's certain things that are obvious. Like when you play a video game and you're like, okay, yeah, cool. I get to play this game. And, you know, it's fun, right? Playing the game itself. But the cool thing about this game is you're playing with people from all around the world. And I cannot express enough. When I say all around the world, I mean all around the freaking world. You're playing with people in Korea, in China, in freaking Russia, back in home in the States, in Australia, like every country. You're playing people, right? You're meeting people. You're talking to people. You get to talk to them in the chat. You get to talk to them. And the cool thing about the game is it has this instant translator right here. So, right, this button up here, this see auto translate, I just turned it off. And if I click it, it turns it back on. So, like, some of these people, see where it says that A here? And, like, I've just clicked that one there. But you can see the little A's and that kind of thing. Well, that's the translation. And that shows if it's off or on. So you can see this person here, that language there looks like, I think that is that Thai maybe or something like that? Sorry, I got it wrong. It might be Thai or Vietnam or one of those type of places. But yeah, you click that and then it's in English. So you can easily understand. each other. And so it translates to everybody's language, no matter where you are. Awesome. Yeah, Hotspace, definitely download it. Download this game. It is so cool. And Hotspace, I'm going to do like all kinds of different tutorials and like information and help guide people through the process of making a city. Like I'll one day just make a brand new city and show you all what to do when you make a new city, go through the process and everything, because it's pretty cool, man. Like I'll do that on the next live stream. Actually, I'll make it a planned thing, right? So anyone who's maybe new to the game, someone from my audience who's never played the game before, someone who's just stumbled across this and like, oh, Age of Origins, I always wondered about that game. Guys, I'm going to hook you up, okay? I'm going to start a city from zero, and I'm going to show you guys the whole process, and I'm going to answer every single question that I can possibly think of to help you guys, and you guys can feel free to give me your questions, and I'll help you in every way possible, because I do really love this game. This is one of those kind of games that is just a lot of fun to play. It can become addictive, so be careful. If you're an addictive person, this can become your crack. or your chocolate, or your brownies, or your pizza, whatever your addiction is. Okay, this can happen. So be careful. Don't say I didn't warn you. But yeah, guys, it's really cool with this game here, like you can actually build a community of people. You get to play with a bunch of different people from around the world. You get to create, like you make new friends, man. You can make new friends and stuff, and it's awesome. Yeah, Hotspace, I might do that tomorrow. I might actually live stream tomorrow and make a brand new city, just to show people the whole process on how to do that. So, oh, I'm buffering. Okay, yeah, so I'll do that, though. I will definitely do that. And but yeah, guys, this game, it is such a cool game. I mean, there's so many aspects to this game. I literally, it's one of those type of situations where I like couldn't tell you every single little thing in one video, because the game is so immersive. There's absolutely so many different parts to the game. There's so many things that make the game. And yeah, guys, like I'm really looking forward to being able to go through the game with you guys and just show you guys all of the little things that I know. Like I've been playing this game for a few years, so I want to share a bit of my knowledge and stuff. Like I'm not ever going to claim to know it all, because I definitely do not know it all. Oh, has the stream stopped? Are we not live? Are we still live? Okay, we might be live. Has it? I think we're good. Oh, wait. Am I good? Am I still live? I might still be live. I think I'm live. I think we're good. Okay, still live. Awesome. Just making sure. All right, guys. So look, let me go through a couple things here with the game. Now, like I said, so when I log on, what I like to do, the first thing I'm doing is I'm checking this alliance battles. I'm making sure none of my people are getting hit. I'm there for them if they need me. I'm going to reinforce them. I'm going to bring my troops and I'm going to freaking help them out. That's the first thing I'm doing. Especially if you're in an event like Void or Frenzy, you need to make sure, or if you're in a Civil War nation, you need to make sure that you're checking the alliance battles. Make sure your people are good to go, okay? Next thing I do, after I do that, again, like I said, go to Alliance Technology, contribute to the Alliance. That's important, do that. Click the Alliance help your people out, help speed up their processes. That's the next thing I do. Then, I go here and I do my daily quests. Okay, now this is your daily quest right here. Every single day, you see it says daily quest. This is what you should be doing every single day. It does not matter if you are a C1. It doesn't matter if you are a C41. It doesn't matter what your level is. It doesn't matter if you're a farmer, if you're an actual fighter, if you're whatever your claim to fame is in the game. You need to do your daily quest, because again, like I said, anything that you can get for free in this game, you should get for free. Doesn't matter if it's super small, get it. Get the little free things. Look at this. I click this. I just got 60,000 food. I got 60,000 oil. I got freaking 12,000 steel, and I got 6,000 minerals. And all I had to do was a few of these easy quests. They're very easy. And the parts that doesn't, the only thing that takes a little time is just the gathering. You got to send your troops out to gather some steel, gather some, resources. That takes a little bit of time, because there's a certain amount that you have to gather in order to complete the quest. That's the only thing that you have to kind of wait a little bit of time to do, but it doesn't take long. You can literally gather as many resources you need in 5 minutes roughly, like depending on your city. It doesn't take long. So I go through here, and the way I do, because I've been playing this game for a few years now, so I've got my own kind of process. Like, I've memorized the quests. I know what I need to do every day. So like I said, I come in, I check the alliance battles, I do all that, I help my alliance, I contribute, I click the help, and then I go back into here, right? And I like to make sure that every day, another thing you should be doing, especially if you're a fighter and you're fighting every day, you should be recruiting troops, dude. Recruit troops. Make sure you've got troops so that you can do everything, because if you don't have any troops, you can't do anything. This game, you require troops to do every little thing. Now, I will say you shouldn't recruit more troops than your hospital can hold, unless you're able to hide them and you understand how to hide your troops really well and stuff like that. Hide your troops, do it, dude. Then, that's cool. But, you really don't need, technically in this game, you only need one fleet. Like, realistically, for most events, you only need one fleet. The only events that does benefit having multiple fleets, which you can have up to 6 fleets technically, but 5 fleets are fleets you can actually play with. 1 fleet is just for mining ore. But anyways, you can have like 5 fleets, and those 5 fleets come to handy in events like GC, which stands for Global Conquest. That is an event where it's handy to have that. And the other event I would say that would be handy is, if you're doing Elite Wars and different things like that, you don't want to heal troops, and you won't have to heal troops if you have actual, if you actually have like a ton of troops. You don't have to heal troops, which saves your heals for events where you really need to have those heals. You know what I mean? So, like, most people I know don't heal an EW whatsoever. They just don't. There might be times where you need to, but generally speaking, most people don't. They've got enough troops to get them through the event. So anyways, I might just tell everyone I'm live, guys, just in case they was wondering. I might just tell them I'm live on, why does it keep saying love? Thank you, autocorrect, for never saying what I want to say. I'm live on the tube. And put a little heart. All right, so just letting them know I'm live on the tube. I might copy that, and no, I'll just leave it there. That's fine. Okay, so anyways, what I like to do now, you can look, I like to send my troops off to gather for that last part of the quest. I like to make that the last thing I do. I like to get everything else out of the way, and then I can just send them off to gather. And that way, if I'm away and I don't come back to my phone for like a few hours or whatever, that's fine. Like, they're out there gathering and doing their thing. I don't need to watch them do that. So anyways, okay, so let's do some of these quests so you guys can kind of see them. All right, first thing, let's just go ahead and get this out the way. So I'm collecting my troops. They take a long time to recruit, so you don't want much downtime. Just freaking get in the habit of setting. Now, I don't just click recruit with the preset time here, because like, I like to use these for my daily quests, right? So I set it for whatever time, like usually I like it once a day to check my troops. Right now, I'm a little bit later than I really like to do that. So I'm going to set this I'll set it for 21 hours. And I'm going to set them all to finish around the same time. So that way I can just easily just click them all at once. You know what I mean? So, but no downtime. That's really important. You know, you just want this thing to just be freaking flowing like clockwork. And if you're an active player, you're constantly losing troops, man. That's part of the game. Troops are made to die. So if you're not losing troops, I don't know, maybe you're not that active. You need to go ahead and get in a void and freaking let some of those troops die, because that's what they're supposed to do. What's the point of having a bunch of troops if you're not going to let them die? Let them die. Anyways, yeah, so I'm getting all these free alliance gifts as well. Every time, again, this is just part of the benefits of being in an alliance and contributing and participating in everything. You get all these little extra perks and stuff. All right, so this is the inside of my city, by the way, guys. I like to do, personally, now, normally, I would like to do, and make sure you send out your freaking little zombie, rehabilitated zombie, so that she can go and get you some goodies. This is her here. Well, that's the other one. This is her. She's exploring, right? Send them out. Let them get you, again, free items. Right now, I'm getting these items right here. She's exploring for them. Free, guys. Free. So make sure you're doing that. Okay, anyways, you need to have, I don't have enough to do that right now, and I probably don't have any troops to upgrade. No. Okay. So get your troops happen. Now, personally, I like to do all the outside stuff first, like outside of my city, you know, in the main map. I like doing all this stuff first. And then at the end, once I've sent my troops out to farm or whatever, you know, to get the resources, then I'll do these last few quests. So I'll come in here, and the first thing I like to do is go into my city ruins and explore my ruins, because you click on explore and look, you're going to get refugee rescue, academy action, capital capture, industrial recover, military zone. Like, they're just the names, but you just click on these, and your troops, basically, you know, you don't even, at this stage of the game, depending on your city and stuff, you don't need to worry about your fleet. Just click set out, and whatever you've got is going to be strong enough to kill it, most likely, especially if you've been playing as long as I have, and you've built your city up a bit. So I'm just going to click that, and it's going to send my troops out. Now, what I like to do is I like to find all those little ruins. Here's a fast way to do it. Just go there, and then just send all your fleets out at once. If you're strong enough to do that, you can do that. And that's the fast way to do it. If you've probably memorized where all the ruined places are, you can just go ahead and just go straight there. Now, you got to be quick. Otherwise, you're going to have to manually do it. But, whoa, where am I? So, but yeah, if you know where they all are, which you probably done after a while, you know where all the little ruined spots are. So just go there and just send them, man. Send all your fleets, man. Get it done. Knock it out. There's 5 levels, and most people have 5 fleets. So, man, just go for it. Smash them out really quick, and that's already part of your quest done. And each of those, the reason you want to do these ruins is, guys, you get dope rewards, man. Again, a bunch of dope free items. Look at this stuff you're getting. Like, you're getting free officer frags. You're getting freaking XP. You're getting resources. Like, dude, like, just do it. Why wouldn't you do it? Free, why not, right? So anyways, I get that out of the way. As you can see, that's done, okay? Once all of that comes back, the next thing I do is my Doomsday, which sends all my troops out, and you're going to get uranium, okay? Uranium's very important. I'll go into the uranium mine, and I'll show you guys the uranium mine. By the way, always when you got your troops, don't let anything sit there, man. You keep healing them. You don't ever want your hospital to be full. Make sure that bad boy is always empty, because you never want to end up in a situation where you have troops in there and your hospital's full, and then you get hit or something happens, or you go and attack somebody, and next thing you know, you've got troops dying because you weren't prepared and you didn't make sure that your hospital was empty. So make sure your hospital is always empty. That should be a priority in your life. Okay, anyways, this is the uranium mine here. And we're going to go into the uranium mine. Oh, it's closed today. Of course it is. of course, today, the day I decided to do a video, the uranium mine is closed and I can't show you guys any attacks. So once a week, they close the uranium mine down for maintenance. They say the deep mine is closed during security maintenance. So there you go, guys. There's, yeah, bad timing. I'll show that another time. I do have a couple other videos I've done, and there's actually an introductory video I've done on Age of Origins. So if you go, yeah, right, Hot Space, it is always the way. That's how it is. If you go check my previous videos, I do have an Age of Origins video that I do actually talk about the game a bit. And I do actually have some uranium mine action in that video, I think. So, all right. So anyways, again, keep those troops healing, man. Just let them heal. Just never stop. Keep your hospital empty. So after I do that, so I've done here, I've gone to the ruins, right? We've done the Doomsday. We've done the Explorer. The next thing I like to do is I like to really go over here and kill my zombies, right? So you got to kill 5 zombies in a daily quest. So I just go over here, dude, and you know, I'm strong enough now in my city where I can send all my fleets out and kill all the way up to the strongest level zombies. So there's some 34s. I'm parked right here. So I'm just going to go right here. So what I'll do is I'll just go over here to this other big city. And there's always some over here, usually some 35s lingering. 35 is the highest level of these particular zombies. He's getting that last 35. I'll just go ahead and grab this 34 here. And that's my zombie killing done for my daily quest. All right. If you go back to your quest here, you can see we're ticking them off. All right. So we've helped the Alliance. We contributed to the Alliance. We've healed some troops. We signed in. Every time you sign in, that counts. We recruited some tech troops. We recruited some machine troops. And we recruited some human troops. All right. We did our city ruins exploration. And visit island. This is an easy one. You just go here, click up here. It shows you where to click. Click any of these and just go visit their island. And that's their little island. And all these buildings and things, guess what? They all have a little something special to help boost your power. You know, they all have different benefits. You know, they might increase your fleet size, they might increase your attack, your HP, you know, your hospital size, whatever, but they all have a little something. Some would argue that the island, these items in here don't really give you the best, you know, kind of for what it costs to get these type of things here. You know, the value isn't, some people would say it's not really worth it early days, unless you're like a whale and you've maxed out your city. But, you know, in different events, you might get some of those items for free, you know. So, like I said, anything you can get for free, you know, you should definitely just go for it. So, if we go back to here, and as you can see now, that last fleet is returning from killing that last zombie, and we can take that off of our list. The next thing I'm going to do while that's happening is you need to reinforce a team member as part of the quest. The reinforcement, that's one of the quests. And the other one is resource. You know, share a little resource love. So we're going to do that really quick. So I'm just going to go and click on someone right next to me. So it's nice, quick, and easy. And there's my city there. So we're just going to go here. We're going to reinforce him. Just send whatever. It doesn't matter. And then I'm going to assist him. So I'm going to send him 30,000 oil. That's really the minimum you can really send to be able to, you know, tick the quest off. A lot of times when I have tons of resources, I'll just click 200k resources and send them. But look, again, boom, I just opened up another reward. And guys, the daily quest, the other reason you want to do it, just before I forget, look what you're getting in here, okay? Now, we're talking about things that are really important. Now, you know, the healing speed, you're only getting 15 minutes of that, but 15 minutes at here and another 15 somewhere else, 25 somewhere else, it adds up quick. Next thing you know, you've added up a few hours worth of extra heal time. Get that stuff. Power ore, 1,000. Materials chest, that's to help to, you know, I'll show you guys that later. I won't go into great detail here. We'll save that because there's a whole conversation around that stuff. But your elite recruitment fragments, you know, you get 10 of those here. These are the frags, 10 of those, and you get a whole elite recruit for an officer, man. So, you know, you may get an officer. If you get 18 of these envelopes, you can actually get a guaranteed officer. Now, Commander XP, important. Increase your commander level, increase your attack, and different things like that. But this is the one I wanted to really talk to about. The tracker fragments. The tracker fragments are so important. You get 10 of those fragments, and that is equal to 1,000 uranium. Okay? The uranium is so important. Once your city reaches level C30. C30 and above, guys, you need to have uranium. Sorry, C30. Once you get above C30, you need to have uranium in order to do anything to your city. So, for example, if I go to my city and I want to upgrade it to level C30, what world am I in? Okay, yeah, so 1090. So in this one, my city is, you know, a C34 currently, and I need to get it to C35. Now, as you can see here, I've already upgraded the wall. That's necessary. I've upgraded the hospital. I've got all the resources I need, but the one thing I don't have yet, all that I need, is uranium. So uranium, you mine it from the mines. You can get it from, again, like I said, you go in this quest and you get these little frags, dude. These tracker fragments, and you can get those every day. They start to add up. Like, look how many I have. They just add up, guys. I've got 100 and, oh, wait a minute. I'm in this city. In my other city, I've got tons. Okay, anyways, I do play in a few different nations, so, and I do have, so anyways, in this particular city, though, I've got 129 frags here, and when I fuse those together, that's going to give me, basically, I need one more frag, and then I'll get 13 trackers out of that lot there. And that 13 plus the 5 I have is 18. So basically, that's almost 20k uranium right there, guys. Just from doing my daily quest. All right? So you use that in conjunction with, you know, what you're getting from the uranium mine. And also in Medici, there's a Medici event, and you can get good uranium from that event every time you do it. I mean, you can get like up to like around 3k uranium pretty easily in that event, man. So definitely you want to get uranium wherever you can. And I'll just show you that. I'll show you the tracker thing in action, just so you can see how it works. So if I click on use, right? And what I'm going to do here is, I should bring my reinforcement troops back, but you click that right there, and you can choose to challenge. Now, I've got 5 of them right now, so I can challenge all 5 at once if I have my... Oh, no, I can do it on that one. Okay, you don't need to have the auto card for that one, so you can do 5 at a time on that one. But I'm going to click it once just to show you. Again, doesn't matter what fleet you have. Just go ahead and click it. I need mobility. I'm out of fuel, so we just top that up a little bit. And then I click set out. And now I'm going to attack that thing, and I'm going to end up with 1,000 uranium, just like that. Boom. Look at that. We go down to here, and we click on the monster report. And you can see the attack on the uranium gobbler. And I got 1,000 uranium. And I also got 1,800 Commander XP, which, again, that Commander XP is really important. And you're probably wondering, why is it important? Why is it important, Faith? Why is it important? Well, look, if you go over here, see this bar here, and it shows your Commander experience level right here, right? See it right here? Now, if I click on Commander skills here, okay, number 1, every time you raise your level, so I'm level 55 right now. See that level 55 there? I'm level 55. Now, when you click on this here, those commander skill points that you get, that XP, you can actually use it here And these are all different skills, dude, where you can raise them and you can get extra, you know, buffs, to make yourself stronger. So, you can click here. If you're a long ranger, you click that there, use 10 of them there, and you're going to increase your long range attack by 10%, right? And you can increase your speed, your health, all kinds of stuff. You can have some special skills, like this SOS one is awesome because you can basically hit someone. It's a get out of jail free card, really, is how I use it these days. Basically, you can go into an attack, and if you think that you're actually going to be, so I'll just show it in the city. So in my city, you see it says SOS. Now, if I click that and I go and attack any city, I'm not going to lose any troops, provided my hospital is empty. Again, if your hospital's full and you click that SOS, it ain't going to save you. You're screwed. Okay, like, you're going to lose troops. So make sure your hospital is empty. You can see our president there. Shout out to President Azo right there. It's number 30. He's a C-37, and he's the president this term. President terms last for a week usually, except during GC. It can last for 2 weeks. But anyways, if you go here, this guy is the strongest in our nation. He is a C-41, so that means the city is max level that you can reach. He's super strong, 40. And ladies and gentlemen, over here, guess who? It's 50. These two are our strongest. Oh wait, and we got a third C-41 as well. We actually got 3 C-41s. So that's 50. And then over here, we've got Mr. Bite right here, another C-41. And these are our 3 strongest cities. They've reached our max level. Now, that being said, we've got tons of other strong cities, though, that are like, look at and shout out to the dog. He said, make sure you shout me out. I'll try to remember to shout you out. So I'm shouting you out right now. You can't say I didn't shout you out. He's a C-38. And he's strong, dude. He's actually strong. The dog, shout out. There's your shout out. You can't ever say I didn't shout you out now. So, yeah, I'll make sure to tell you in case you didn't watch the stream that I did shout you out. But yeah, look, we've got so many strong. I mean, look, we've got lots of really strong people. I mean, just really strong cities. And the reason I know we're so strong, guys, you know how I know? Because we actually beat pretty much, like, people come up and we go in these events and we freaking just smash them. That's the only way to say it. We do a lot of freaking smashing of other alliances in all events. Very strong alliance, very strong nation here in 1090. Really super great. And they're doing the right thing, man. They're a united nation. They're all wanting to do their best to grow their cities and to participate in events. Participation is so important. It's a numbers game, guys. The more people you have in an attack, the stronger you're going to be, right? So, the more people you have in these events participating, the stronger you're going to be. And these guys have pretty good participation in events. So, we've got a really good, just look, the goal of the game, and I say this often, and because I like to really remind people to make sure they understand what is the goal of the game, what should you be doing? Well, the goal of the game is for you and your comrades in your freaking nation. Everyone should be working to unite and to become as strong as they can to help build the nation's strength so that you can compete in cross-nation events against other nations, okay? Keywords, against other nations, not against your own nation. You're supposed to be fighting other people, not the people in your own freaking nation. You want to fight the other people in other nations. That's your objective, all right? That's what you should be doing, okay? You all should be united in this goal. And what you want to do is you want to get your strongest people in the top alliance, right? So if we go to the rankings here, right? And make sure, that's another thing you got to do is get that free there. Every day I do this. You go over here, the rankings, and you can get a bunch of free things. Now, look, that's only 200, you might say. But again, that Commander XP adds up. 200 here. You get 15 minutes there. I mean, it adds up, dude. That adds up. Get it. It's free. Get it. Don't ignore it. All right, so if you go here and you see the Alliance power rankings, right? Your goal is to get all the strongest in the top alliance. Each alliance, you're going to have 100 people. You see, we have 100 people in the top alliance. We've got it maxed out, and we've got all of, the strongest in the nation, the most active people in the nation are probably in this alliance. That's your goal. That's who you want in here. Now, this nation has quite a few strong cities and a lot of people, so there might be some overflow in the second alliance. You might be in a nation where you actually have some strong people in your second alliance too. I've actually never really looked in their second alliance, but as you can see, they've got some strong cities. They've got, here's a C-34. So they got some 34s, 33s, things like that. But yeah, look, obviously you're going to have some overflow. Your second alliance in a lot of nations is also pretty strong. Some nations, they're evenly as strong as their first because they haven't all united and put all the strongest in the top alliance. So all your strongest in the top alliance, that should be your goal. That should be your objective. And, then when you go and do all the different events in the game, you're going to kick butt if you've got everyone on the same page. And only be on the same page, you need to be in the same alliance to do that. So that is so important, guys. I can't tell you enough how just important that is. All right. Moving back to our quest. So now we can go back here and we can tick off our daily quest. Look what we've done now. We've done all of these here. These have all been knocked out. We've slayed our monsters. We've freaking have done the help, the alliance out. We've done all the recruitment. We've done all these things here. Now, those are the only things that are outside the city. Okay, I said I like to do all the stuff on the map, all the outside stuff first. That's been done. I can tick that off. Now I can go inside the city. Now, before I do that, there is one more thing that I need to do every single day, and you should do it too, is you make sure you come over here and you do your daily rally. You get your city rally. You get 2 of these a day. And so, again, my city's at the level now where I don't need to wait for other members to join in on their bus and, go with them so that I can kill. Because your goal is you want to get that 10 wave action. When you go in here and you do your daily, your 2 rallies that you get every day for the city ruins, you want to make sure that you freaking can get that 10 wave action, because when you get that 10 wave action, you get good rewards. Again, it's about the rewards, guys. Look here, I'll show you right here. See, raid the ruins. All right, I successfully raided it, and look what you get. You're getting freaking tech chips, you're getting steel, you're getting wheat, you're getting freaking your XP books, which are very important. You're getting fragments for officers, you're getting materials, you're getting Commander XP. Why aren't you doing this every day? I just don't understand. There's some people who just don't do this every day. It doesn't matter what level your city is. Doesn't matter if you're a farmer or whatever. All these things are useful for every player in the game, no matter what level you are, no matter if you're a fighter or a farmer or whatever you are. Do this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do mine. I'm clicking for only 5 minutes. I don't need to keep it, for a long time. I'm going to send both of my fleets out and smash them both at the same time, because guess what? I'm strong enough to be able to do that. And I'll get 10 waves of both of them. So I'm going to send those off. And boom, that's taken care of now. So I don't even need to worry about that now. That's on autopilot. That can just happen. Now, what I can do is I could go ahead and send off, 3 of my fleets, whatever, to start mining some of the other things for the quest, like the steel, the, wheat, the oil, whatever. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that yet at all. I'm just going to go into my city, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some of the things that you need to do in here, the quests, of your daily quest, the black market trade. All you got to do is either sell or buy something in here, and you're going to get that quest ticked off. I like to go in here, and I like to see if there's any goodies over here to exchange. So I'm trading. This is free trade. So, man, I'm going to go ahead, because, look, I don't need these research speeds. Guys, so research speeds, they become good for the black market. That's all they're good for once you reach a certain level in your city. That's all they're good for. Because if you go to My Academy, which is where you're going to really use the bulk of your research speeds at. I mean, there is other places where you can use them. Like, for example, if you're doing research over in here, which again, all mines are full, man. So, they're all maxed out already. But in your academy is the main place, research speeds. And look, all mine are maxed out. So I can't use the research speeds then. They're just sitting, accumulating, because I've already maxed all this stuff out. So if you go over to here, I click on my bag here where all my goodies are. If I click on resources, if I click on the little bar up here, you can see this is what I currently have, and my whole little kind of resource and speed up info right here. You can see how many resources I have total, and you can see my speed ups. And this is what I'm showing you. See my research speeds? I have 29 days of research speed ups, guys. So like, they serve no purpose except for to exchange them. I'm lucky I can exchange them, because otherwise I've just got them sitting there doing nothing, dude. So I can go over here and I can just go in here and I can exchange those bad boys for some other goodies and stuff. They're great for that. Oh, servers under maintenance. You have got to be kidding me. No way, dude. Oh my gosh, guys, you can't write this stuff. Doing a live stream, talking about the game, sharing the love, and the game goes under maintenance. You can't write this stuff. You can't write this stuff. Alrighty then. Well, you can't write this stuff. Oh man, I don't even know how long this maintenance is going to be. Sometimes it's only for a few minutes. I know, right, Hot Space? How funny is this, right? Sometimes it's only for a few minutes. Sometimes it lasts for freaking, well, depending on what's going on. I mean, it could last for freaking half a day if you're getting merged or something. And, that's a whole story for another day. But, yeah, we basically can't do anything. I mean, I can keep talking until the thing finishes, but I don't know when it's going to finish. So I might just go ahead and end this one, because this was kind of a test. And I think we've done a good job. I think we've definitely kind of gotten the kinks out a bit. I was able to do the stream. I was able to play the game. I was able to have an avatar move with their lips moving and blinking, doing what I'm doing. That's freaking dope. And then I was able to have the chat shown for you guys there. I was able to read the chat using my other device. I mean, I think this was a W. I think it worked, right? So I think we can tack this one up as a W, and we will do it again tomorrow, right? Like, tomorrow I will build a new city, like I said, from scratch, from zero. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you what you need to be doing. We'll go through the process. We'll make it a plan, and I'll schedule it. And yeah, guys, we'll do that. And let's get I told you guys ages ago. Hey, thank you, Hot Space. I really appreciate that. It was great seeing you. Thank you for downloading the game as well. That is really awesome that you downloaded the game. So thank you for that. I appreciate you. And look, the game is a lot of fun. So I'm going to make a lot of videos and live streams, different things with the game. So it'll help you to be able to learn the game along the way, and any other new players, anyone else who wants to learn the game, you'll be able to do it and follow along. So I'm going to do that, and I appreciate it. It was great seeing you again. It's been a while, so thank you, Hot Space. I really, really appreciate you for joining in. Thank all of you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Hey, Sharon, welcome to the stream. Yay, she's back. I'm back, but I kind of was, the server went down for the game, so I was about to actually end the stream. But I've been on for, how long has it been? It's been about, I've been streaming now for at least a good hour, I would say, right? Like, it's been about an hour. We've done about an hour. But yeah, guys, we are going to, look, I'm telling you right now, I promise you guys, regular live streams are going to be back. I promise you guys that. Regular live streams are going to be back. We're going to make that a thing. That's my promise to you guys. Regular live streams back again. You guys know I'm smashing out the videos on the channel. Now, again, this channel, we do a little bit of everything. It's about my off-tap life. So, I might be doing reaction videos, which that's one of the things that, my channel is really known for, because a lot of people have had tons of reaction requests and we've smashed them out and we do them. Oh, wow. Courtney Hodwin released her first album. Okay, yeah. I think I've reacted to some of those new songs, but Sharon, I will definitely be looking into that because we love Courtney on this channel, so we're definitely going to do some Courtney reactions. So reaction videos, music reaction, all that kind of stuff. My channel, I do a little bit everything. So, I love cars, I love car stuff, I love van life, I love freaking playing games now. Obviously, this particular game anyways. Age of Origins. There was a bowling game that I was playing a bit as well. I've done a few live streams with that bowling game. So, we might do some bowling again in the game. You guys know real life bowling I love because I'm actually really, really good at it. Well, I'm a little probably rusty now. I haven't played in a bit. But, yeah, I was playing on a pro level and competing in, different bowling tournaments and things. I'm actually pretty good, high, over 200 average. I've bowled 18 perfect games, or is it 19? I forget. I've bowled so many. But yeah, I love games and stuff. Thank you. Games are the best. Haha, absolutely. She just dropped Changes cover on her YouTube channel. Okay, thanks, Sharon. I'll definitely check that out. The other thing, guys, I love food, so I've done tons of food videos on this channel too. I've done mukbangs, I've done, food reviews and different things like that. Music my background is in music, as an ex-signed artist and singer, producer, rapper, all that stuff. So, all that stuff. DJing, I DJ as well. I've DJed big events, all kinds of DJ stuff as well. I've performed on big stages. I've done all kinds of stuff. Filmmaking, been in film commercials, whatever. I love entertainment, long story short. So this channel is supposed to be a reflection of my off-tap life. Basically, it's just my life and the things I enjoy and love to do. So yeah, a little bit of everything, but for some reason that little bit of everything turned out to a whole lot of reactions. That's all right. It's cool. I do have other YouTube channels as well where I kind of niche them a bit more. It's a bit more niche. But I haven't really focused on those channels as much as I should have. So this is my main channel, and this is where you will mainly always find me. So with that being said, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you got all notifications on. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you kind of found it somewhat entertaining in the slightest. Even if you didn't really find it entertaining, go ahead and give me a thumbs up because it's helpful. Okay, just go ahead and do it. I love the anime too, Sharon, right? It's something new. I earlier, and there's another anime that I'll be able to do. I'll do it on another live stream where it's actually 3D. It's a 3D Japanese anime style character. And I'll do that in another video so you guys can see that one in action because that's pretty cool as well. That was actually really cool. This one is a 2D version avatar, but I can do a 3D one. So I'll do that again in another live stream. And yeah, cool. I love 3D. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, look, this is cutting edge, man. And I'm probably saying that whilst other YouTubers have probably been doing the whole avatar thing for ages. But I just stumbled across it and thought it'd be really cool. And I changed the whole plan with this live stream. Originally, I was going to just talk about 3-1 Atlas and NASA's freaking, videos, images that they finally released that they didn't want to release for so long. They kept blaming the government shutdown and they didn't release it, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they finally released them and they were so disappointing. Look, seriously, there's people with backyard freaking telescope setups, and they've gotten better pictures than what NASA shared. NASA spent $70 million or whatever, 70 billion or whatever it is for, all that whole sending stuff to Mars, rovers and all this stuff and satellites around all these different planets, and the pictures, like, they're not impressive, dude. There's people who've taken better pictures of 3-1 Atlas from their backyard using a telescope, and they're amateurs. I'm not even exaggerating. So I'm going to save that video for later. I'm going to talk about that because that's annoying. Everyone was looking forward to those pictures, and everyone thinks it's a conspiracy, man, because there's a good chance it is a conspiracy. It's a very good chance that that's all been freaking, there's something else going on. There's like 12 different anomalies, dude, that makes this like not a comet. Like everyone, like even Stevie Wonder can see it's not a comet. You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's all these different things and NASA is sitting on there telling us it's just a comet. There is no way it's just a comet. It don't do none of the comet. There's 12 different things that it ain't doing like a comet would do. So, yeah, everyone is just calling BS on that. Everybody, dude. Because, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, then it's probably a duck. This ain't doing duck things. I made a video about Atlas already in my previous video, so check that out. There's a video where I already talked about Atlas. I'm going to do another Atlas video because, the NASA photos, man, that's just a joke. Yeah, Sharon, there you go. I agree. You're good. I'm glad that I'm not the only one, saying this stuff, because like everyone is in uproar. So many people are saying, like, dude, this is BS. Like, it smells like something dodgy is going on. It smells like they're hiding the truth. They don't want people to know what the real situation is, right? They don't want people to know, dude. Like, that, it's crazy. And I guess, hey, if you knew that this was a real alien spaceship caught, like, in real time, and it was flying through your neck of the woods in your neighborhood, like, I guess, it might scare a lot of people. It might cause people to panic or something. And, that's the scary thing. Would our government, any government, just not just our government in the States, but I would say any government, is anyone going to be honest and tell us if there was an actual freaking alien mothership that was 12 miles freaking long out there going around scanning our planets with probes, checking them out, seeing what's on all of our, you know what I mean? And then they go and do some sneaky stuff behind the sun so we can't see them clearly or something. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, this whole situation, I'm going to talk about it again in another video, because seriously, I might even film that tonight, dude, because yeah, that's really just messed up my mind. I was expecting NASA everyone knew exactly. This a crazy thing. Like, all the freaking professionals, like all the people in the game, they knew exactly what NASA was going to say. Oh, it's just a comet. Oh, it's just different because it's come from a different place. Like, come on, man. There's certain things that, again, 12 different anomalies. There's 12 different things. It is not doing comet things, dude. Right? Like, and if you don't want to believe it's an alien mothership, at least say, look, dude, it's not a comet. It's something else. Maybe it's a freaking new type of asteroid rock or something. I don't know, but it definitely ain't no comet. Like, I mean, anyways, we'll talk about it more. I'll bring the actual freaking, I think there's 12 anomalies now. The list has just grown. It started out with just a couple, and now there's like 12 different things. Like, come on. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. So yeah, we'll talk about more of that stuff later. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This has been fun to get back into the live stream. I might even get back into my 24-hour live stream. We've done 24-hour live streams on the channel before too, guys. So I've done live 24-hour streams. I don't know why people wanted to watch me sleep. That was kind of interesting. I had the live stream going, and I fell asleep. I woke up, people are still tuned in. I was like, okay, wow, there you go. I didn't know it was so interesting in my sleep. Well, actually, I have been told I do talk in my sleep, and so there is that. I mean, actually, I think I've even probably have sleepwalk before too. So, ooh, I'll be up for that. Okay, hot space. I'll definitely see if I can get back to some of these 24-hour live streams. They were definitely interesting, to say the least. By the way, if you're new to the channel, you can go watch previous vids. Those live streams do still exist somewhere on the channel. 24 hours of me just freaking... I think, what's funny? I think I was doing them before they really got really popular. Everyone's trying to do those now in real time, those IRL live streams where they're showing their life and they're just 24 hours, just everything they do in that period is being live streamed. And I was doing that before they were really that popular, I think. So anyways, maybe I'm kind of a ground setter. I mean, what's it called? A trendsetter. That's the word. Anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the support. Some of you guys have been members for like a few years, 4 or 5 years or something like that. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Hot Space. I know you guys have been members for a very long time, so thank you guys for the ongoing support. I really, really appreciate it. I am going to do more live streams. I promise you guys I'm going to get back to the live stream thing because I've been missing doing it, and I am definitely going to get back into a regular routine. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make them special. We're going to make them fun. We're going to get back into all of that stuff again. I promise. So live streams, we'll get back to regular live streams. We'll get back into, just our daily grind that we was doing. Tons of content for you guys. And I love you all so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. And we'll be back with new videos dropping. There'll be, I would say, in about 6 hours roughly, there will be a new video dropping. And then tomorrow there'll be another video dropping. We'll go live tomorrow as well. We'll go live again. And yeah, just getting back to the regular routine. So make sure you're subscribed, all notifications on, so you don't miss out on anything. And as always, remember each one to the fullest. Keep it off tap, out.